All right, we had a conversation with one of Trump's attorneys in this case. One of the attorneys at the same time took himself off the case and away from Donald Trump. But I want you to hear how his attorney defended what he said was Trump's right to have these papers in his wherever he wanted to keep them. Hold on. Let's look at the Presidential Records Act and what it actually says. It says the United States shall reserve and retain complete ownership, possession, and control of presidential records. And under federal law, willfully removing any record or document carries the possibility of a 3-year prison sentence. We looked it up as journalists do. And you know, nowhere does it say that you can mentally just think about it and that they are declassified.
You've packed so many misstatements into one question or whatever that was. I'm not sure. But let me tell you this.
Well, I read the law, so it's not a misstatement. The Presidential Record Act.
Well, yeah, well, we'll see about that. The Presidential Record Act does not have a criminal enforcement component to itself, okay? Look at it again.
Is he right? There's no way to criminally prosecute this? There's no enforcement component?
Well, he's wrong on a couple of respects. First of all, there is an enforcement component to the Presidential Records Act. The act, as passed broadly, does include some of the crimes that were listed by DOJ in the very Mar-a-Lago search warrant. The other thing is, Mr. Trusty, who I used to work with at DOJ, not very closely, but he's got it backwards here. What the Presidential Records Act says is, presumptively, any White House or presidential records belong to the government, belong to the American public. Now, if you're a president or former president and you want to claim some of those as your own or restrict access, you can try to do that, and here's the process. But he's got it backwards. He seems to be saying they belong to the president as an individual, as a human being, and then maybe if the government's lucky, they'll get some of them.
Right.